Okay, so now we're going to do 2 examples for multi-step before you get practice on your own. So I always do myself a favor because it makes my life easier. I always write PEMDAS here in the corner because I know what I'm working with, okay? And if you want to, of course, you can put the examples above to help you remember what each one means if you ever get stuck, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with P, parentheses. So I'm noticing here I have this for parentheses. I'm noticing multiplication comes first. So I'm going to do 3 times 8. First thing I'm going to do, 3 times 8, which is 24, okay? So I have 24, and I'm going to bring down minus 7, keep it in parentheses, and I'm going to bring everything else down. So I'm going to do minus 2 times 3 divided by negative 34 and minus, okay? So then I'm not done. Parentheses are not over yet. So I'm going to finish it out here, okay? 24 minus 7, okay, which leaves me with 17. And again, bringing everything else down. So minus 2 times 3, and then 1 minus 34 divided by. Now, again, I'm going back to my PEMDAS. I have no exponents, so what's on my brain next is multiplication, division, left to right. So doesn't really matter in this case here, but we do always start from left to right. So when I start from left to right, I have to do multiplication or division first. Key is or, okay? And kind of follow that pattern. So it would be 34 divided by 17. So in this case, 34 divided by 17 leaves me with 2, okay? And then I can go to this portion, negative 2 times 3, which is negative 6. You can use a calculator, of course, and then I'm going to bring down the 1. So it should be 1 minus, okay? So then I'm finally at this point where I'm doing subtraction left to right. So if I do 1 minus 2, okay, 1 minus 2, that is going to leave me with negative 1 minus 6. According to the rules, a negative minus a negative is actually a smaller negative, so answer would be negative 7 here, okay? Now let's move into the next example. Starting with parentheses first. So starting here, it looks like I have all subtraction, so I would really just put this into a calculator, but 9 minus 9 actually gives you 0, okay? So I'm kind of going to bring it down, so this is 0, okay? Minus 1, minus 51 times 2, minus 8, okay? So let's do this right here. 0 minus 1 is still 1, negative 1, and then I'm going to kind of keep that in parentheses, times 2, minus 8, and then these two combined, if you put it into a calculator, would be negative 52, okay, times 2, minus 8, still bringing everything kind of down, and then I would do negative 52 times 2. Negative times a positive is going to end up being a negative, okay? So this is actually negative 104 minus 8. If you put this all into a calculator, this is really negative 16. So negative 104 minus 16 ends up being negative 120. Now, if you're not 100% sure on the negatives, because there are tons of negatives, we can go over rules for negatives, but please just use a calculator for now. Just what we're practicing is order of operations. That's key. So what I'm going to have you do is I do have a worksheet on there. I want you to choose all of the even numbers and complete those as part of your homework. If you struggle, we'll go over them tomorrow, but you need to record the notes, upload pictures, attach them to our Google Classroom, and complete all the even numbers on the worksheet as assigned. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Good luck.